Everybody wants to be original. Every artist, every writer, shit, every one of us. We spend so much of our lives trying to make something that nobody's ever made before. And I used to think that that was the job as a writer, to have the best ideas, the newest ideas, the ideas that nobody else could have had. But the more music I make, the more I realize originality just doesn't work like that. We only have 12 notes. Those same 12 notes have written every melody, every chord, every song that we've ever known. The same emotions have been written about 1,000 times before, yet somehow new music still feels new. So what is it as humans that makes us feel like something's actually original? That question stuck with me, and I didn't realize at the time, but I found the beginning of an answer in these sessions. Not through writing better lyrics, but asking better questions, listening to the people in the room, keeping in mind that their path in life is different to mine. Taking the time to see things from that point of view is sometimes all it takes, because I don't believe that originality means creating something entirely new. Sometimes I think it's taking the same ingredients that have been used 1,000 times, but cooking them in a way that only you could, because your perspective becomes infused in that process. And that's what is original. Your story. The biggest lesson I've learned about songwriting has nothing to do with music. I came to Toronto expecting to have sessions the same as ever. Instead, I came home with a completely different understanding of what a songwriter actually is. I stopped believing my value came from having the best ideas, and instead, I listened. I asked questions. I helped people finish the thoughts they already had but couldn't quite put into words. I realized being a songwriter isn't always about bringing something into the room in regards to lyrics. Sometimes it's about creating the space where something that's already there can be heard. The best sessions I had weren't the ones with the smartest people. They're the ones where people felt the most comfortable. I realized the role of a songwriter isn't always to have the answer. Sometimes it's to ask the questions that help someone else find theirs. That's when my idea of originality started to change. Maybe it's not inventing something that's never existed. Maybe it's revealing a perspective that never could have existed without you.
Running back to it, yeah, and be my friends and I'm attached to it. I hate the one that told me you passed me, yeah. Why'd you pass me in?
The reason music keeps evolving isn't actually about music at all. Every new generation writes new songs using the same notes, the same chords, the same emotions. So what actually changes? I don't think it's the music, I think it's us. And the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Music doesn't keep evolving because we've discovered new notes or melodies. It evolves because we do. Every person experiences this world differently. We grow up differently, we love differently, we lose differently. We notice different things. And every one of those experiences quietly shapes the art we make. Society changes, our perspective changes with it. And therefore, so does our art. Maybe that's why music never really runs out. Because we're not finding something new, but because every generation hears the same thing differently. Maybe a song isn't a search for something that's never been heard. Maybe it's a sonic reflection of how we see the world today. And maybe every song has been made, just not by you.
I know